Good evening, my fellow maggot, Neanderthal, bigoted, racist, deplorable Americans. The fake news media has come out with the story that I said that if I become president, and yes, I can become president in jail, don't worry about that. Because, barring a miracle, I'll be in there for the rest of my life with all these thousands of charges against me. Doesn't matter, I can still be president from there. So anyway, the fake news media is saying that I said that not if, when I become president, by however means necessary, because, I don't believe in a democracy. I believe in a dictatorship and getting the military to do whatever I want. Like my best friend Putin in Russia. Anyway, the fake news media is saying that I said that all civil servants with the federal government must take a civil service exam, a new civil service exam and that they have to pass it in order to be federal workers because the exams before were not reflective of maggot values. Now, this is not true. I did not say that. However, there are some basic principles that all federal workers must abide by when I become president. A few, well, maybe 17. Let's see what I got here. Of course, they have to become Republican, because I don't believe in a democracy, but we know that. Not a Republican, a Retrumplican, because it's going to become the Retrumplican Party, which is what it is anyway. Let's see. Okay. So then the first principle, you accept that President Trumpy is the son of all gods and must be worshipped by everyone in the national churches, which I will and spread all across the country with my name. All churches must have my name on it. President Grumpy. Okay. All right, let's see. You accept that there should be only one political party. Now, why am I saying that? Because Democrats, we know they're communists. We don't need Democrats. And let's see. You accept that America is not a land of immigrants. We don't need any immigrants. They're going to have anybody who's an immigrant has to leave the country. I don't care if they're legal or illegal, if they're in college or whatever. Phoebe's messing up on Twitter. They have to leave the country. Okay. Number 4, there shall be no public schools. We do not need public education. They brainwashed our children in socialism, socialist values. And now they're talking about changing education to show that there has been prejudice against Black people in our history. There has never been any kind of prejudice. There never has been and there never will. Okay, I admit that I've tried to fix the elections in all 50 states so Blacks will have a difficult time getting to vote. But that proves nothing. I am not a racist. I never have. Clarence Thomas is a friend of mine. What more can I tell you? I don't have any other Black friends, but let's see. Number 4. Oh, number 5. I'm sorry. How about the right to vote? Only Republicans will have the right to vote. We don't need any other parties. And now we're going to have to do away with certain things. There's going to be no right to vote for Blacks or women. We don't need that. That was a change to the Constitution. It's unnecessary. We don't need that. They won't have any right to vote. It's not necessary. Now let's see. Taxes. I will lower taxes For the top 1%, the rest of you, your taxes will be increased. It doesn't matter because you people are stupid. You people that are for me. You see my big head and my big brain. You think I know everything. You're idiots. And you're going to continue to vote for me anyway, even though I do nothing for you. So we're just going to have Republicans will be the only party that have the right to vote. National holidays. We're going to get rid of all the national holidays. The only national holidays will be for great Americans like Andrew Jackson and George Wallace. Great Americans. Okay. The U.S. will stop funding lazy European countries. We will get out of NATO. They do nothing for us. We do not need NATO. But we will fund countries. We will fund our pals in Russia, China, and North Korea. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Brilliant dictators. They need all our money. So we will fund them. They're my best friends, even though I said China was involved with the China flu, but okay, that was a little. So I made a comment. Fifi, you're messing up my talk here. Sure. Yeah. You agree that President Grumpy has unlimited power and is above the law and can do whatever he wants. It's best for everyone that law. That's another thing. What else do we got? You do not need any of your money. All of your money will go to me, President Grumpy. So that takes care of that problem. I'll make it so much easier for you. What about gas? We're going to be using coal as gas from now on, and coal will be our main source of food because it's wonderful. Everyone should eat it. What about our rivers? People are saying, what about the environment? What about our rivers being polluted? So what? They're just rivers. Throw everything in the river. We don't care about pollution. Okay. All right. What about religion? There's no freedom of religion. There's only going to be Trumpy churches. I say they're Catholic, and you idiots believe that I am Catholic when I really don't believe in any religion. But I'm just going to say I'm Catholic because you idiots believe it. And so it's just going to be Trumpy churches across the country. What about the gun? What about the violence? What about gun issues? There's going to be unlimited guns. Everybody can have as much guns as they want. AR-15s, rifles, bombs, grenades, whatever you want. That'll make it so much easier. Unlimited guns. And that will take care of the crime. Because probably the only people that'll be shot will be Democrats anyway. We don't care about them. Okay. There shall be no rules against the police. Nothing. Nothing. A policeman can do nothing wrong, so they will have unlimited power. There is no brutality against blacks or anyone else. Police do nothing wrong, so we're going to give them total power. All right. We will not pass laws restricting any freedom of speech, especially to extreme right-wing groups. For instance, like the Ku Klux Klan. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just misunderstood. There's just a few bad apples. So we're not going to pass laws restricting freedom of speech to any terrorist right-wing groups. Now, if they're left-wing, that's different. We don't want Antifa there. But if they're right-wings, they can do whatever they want. What about women's rights? Do I care about women's rights? Of course I care about women's rights. Of course I care. Women have the right to bear children. And they have one other right. They have the right to be a Republican senator. Now, right now, there's 3 fools that are Republican senators, even though we give absolutely no rights to women at all. They're just idiots. to be Republican, but you will have the right to do that. Now, if you're not a Republican senator, and if you're not bear children, well, then we're just going to have to go back to the Salem witch trials because you're all witches. I can't help it. That's just how it is. And oh, what about children? You're saying? What about children? Well, the thing is, let's talk about abortion. Now, when women get pregnant, people are saying, "Oh, it can be from rape, incest, violence." It's their fault. They caused it. So the unborn, women will have to take care of the unborn, and there shall be no abortions. Now you're saying, what about the children? What's going to happen to them? Well, we can't give them welfare. We don't care. This Republican Party doesn't care about children when they're born. We only care about them when they're unborn. We're very consistent that way. So there shall be no welfare for children. Nothing. The only welfare is for the top 1%. Okay. So, well, I'm sure you're thrilled with my proposal, and you will vote for President Grumpy to be president again for life. That's what you should do. Okay. So long for now.